Hi everyone. Going to be taking a look at a new game called Battlegrounds today. This is from a group called PlayerUnknown. If you're not familiar with them, they were responsible for some Battle Royale mods in Arma 3 as well as H1Z1. Personally, I've never played either one of these, but I'm very familiar with the games. I know what they're about. Uh, it's a similar kind of setting here, and you're in a very large area, and this is a last man standing battle royale type of game. Initially, you saw there's an airplane that flies overhead, and you drop from the airplane and you parachute into this like really huge island area, and essentially you hit the ground and you go out scavenging and find weapons and armor and such. And as you can see here along the way, you'll run into other players, and it's essentially kill or be killed. And that being said, you can team up with other players. There is like a squad group option. I haven't played the game a lot. I think this was maybe like my third or fourth match. So I've pretty much only played solo. But as you can see here, I've killed one player, and now I'm kind of scavenging through his stuff and seeing what he found, and making my way, surviving, in other words. And as you can see, there's two boxes there, so that essentially means he just killed someone else. And I think I killed him while he was rummaging through the other guy's stuff. So in this game, when you die, you're essentially, you're pretty much out of the match. That's it. You get one life. There's no respawning or anything like that. So it's essential. It's very essential that you not only, aim and shoot well and fight well, but also just to survive and to kind of pick your battles, if you know what I mean. You'll see here that I've shot this guy a couple times. I'm trying to sneak up on him and find him. You kind of have to approach every fight, not necessarily cautiously, but you need to understand what you're jumping into, because again, once you die, you're out. That's it. As you can see at the top right, it shows that I've killed 2 people and that there are 58 people still alive. It essentially counts down to the last one. And during this period of time, during the match, you can actually look at the map and see like a playable area. And as more people die, that area kind of collapses in. So it starts to get smaller and smaller, which is essentially the system they use to keep people, keep the action moving. In other words, if they didn't close in the area, as you can see right there, then eventually someone would just find a corner at the end of the island and, never be discovered, and the match could potentially go on for literally forever. So, as you can see here, I've got a couple of pieces of accessories I'm going to put on my weapon here. I've got a Scar L and a shotgun here. And in a second here, I think I'm going to switch those around. I want to put my Scar in the primary spot. Found this little town. I'm going to kind of recon it, because I feel like I'm in the middle of the playable area here. There's got to be people around here, right? So take a look, and I don't see anything. And then I finally spot this guy. Popped him a couple of times. We're going to go ahead and switch into that close range shotgun. See what we can do here. Took him out. I'm gonna grab his stuff, but then while I'm digging through it, I think I hear somebody else. Or while I'm trying to dig through it, I should say. So far, really liking the game. It's a little slow paced if you're playing by yourself. You're gonna do a lot of Lone Ranger, just out in the middle of the woods by yourself stuff, and I do a lot of sneaking and stalking. Because again, I'm playing by myself. I'm not in a squad. I don't have any backup. If I get hit, I'm out. So I'm like this lone ravager or scavenger that just kind of makes his way through the from city to city, killing people and taking their things. So you can see here, I'm hearing someone near me. I can hear some footsteps or someone tromping around. And I'm going to kind of wait them out and see where they're going to go, where they're going to come from. At this point, I decide, I hear someone in the house. It's time to make some distance between me and them so I can use that new scope that I just picked up, and so I can have a better advantage. Got him. I believe this was probably one of the best matches I've had yet. I ended up finishing this one up with like 5 or 6 kills. It was a good round. So I put on the new ACOG scope that I got, and just scrap the red dot because I don't need that anymore. Make my way back to the house, and definitely hear some fighting going on in the next room. Time to take advantage of the situation, take this guy out while he's trying to make his way to the gear the other guy dropped. So, as you can see, as I've done this several times already in the video, the game's very much about taking advantage of situations. If you've got someone who is, you know, thinking they got a clean kill and they're good to go to scavenge or scavenge and take whatever they want from the body, it's that's a really good opportunity to get another kill or to get a kill for yourself. You know, take advantage of their moment of vulnerability. And I know that could probably be kind of annoying for some players, but that's what this game's about. It's not about running and gunning. It's more about survival. Which, if you know this group, this dev's history, you'll know that that's something they're pretty familiar with the whole H1Z1 thing and everything. I sat outside this building, or this little set of buildings here, for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and I can hear gunfire and other things going on in there, conflict. You saw that the guy drove up a second ago. I waited and waited, finally spotted one person coming out, popped him a couple of times as he was running through the yard. Never did get a kill, and eventually, there he is. I hit him several times. He's still rolling, so he must have had some decent armor, or he was damn near death whenever I got done with him. Finally got tired of waiting, and the play area started closing in, so I made my way back over towards where I was a minute ago, and then I hear some shooting up this hill. Someone's firing on me, or near me, I don't see him. But we're rounding down to the last 12 people alive at this point. This is where the action is going to get high, because the playable area is starting to collapse very, very tight, and all the players remaining are going to come into the same area, right? So you can see the little ring on the map on the bottom right. It's getting pretty close. Take a couple hits. Freaked out a little bit. Lost control there for a second. Ran to this tree as fast as I could get there. I could tell that the bullets were generally coming from the left. Watch this system right here for the lean. It's kind of cool. It's like, look how you contextual lean around objects. As I strafe to the side around the tree, it kind of pokes out around it, and it'll poke back in when you get behind the tree. I like that. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and get healed up a little bit while I'm waiting for this guy to pop out again. Got one more kill. That makes 6. I think that's probably going to be my last one. Make a run for this little tree over here. Still hiding. And again, we're down to the last 10 players here, or 9 players. There's people here, and they're very close. I don't see or hear them yet, but they're here. Healed up a little bit more. Trying to get all the healing I can here. I'm not really quite sure how the first aid kit versus the med kit or the bandages work just yet. But yeah, I'm clicking all of them because I'm still not at full health, as you can see in the middle bottom area. This is pretty much going to end the match for me. I'm going to die a couple of seconds here. Just want to thank everybody for checking this out. Again, this is a game called Battlegrounds from PlayerUnknown. It's currently on PC only, and it's in early access on Steam. Check it out. Thanks.